stars. So many lies being lived out there among them.
It's not supposed to be night.
How long have I been out?
Out? Out of what? Please define. The concept of exclusion is a large one.
What's the matter with you?
Leave him be, Miss One. You are hurt.
I'm okay.
Be still. Juliet can help.
There. That is better.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
We are your friends. You know us. You trust us.
Why are you dressed like that? Why are you acting?
It's a birthmark.
A birthmark? She's got pointed ears.
You have big teeth. It is no matter.
True love overlooks imperfections.
Who are you? You're not Julian Mason.
Yes, we are. You are outside, remember. The concept of exclusion. We never show our true forms to strangers.
I'm not a stranger. I'm your brother.
This is true, Mace One.
Then perhaps it's time, Juliet.
Well, time for what?
If he wishes to be one of us.
Oh, wait, I never said that.
Your suspicions are correct, Gregor III.
That's not my name.
There is another side to us. We do live in a world of our own.
It's quite a beautiful world.
Let us take you there. Let us show you. Peekaboo.
Stay away. Stay away. Oh, no. Surf's up.
Let's hang 10 together, son.
Are you damaged? We were so worried.
We think the moons of Jupiter that you're in one rubber piece.
Awesome wipeout, bodacious food.
Mom, what's wrong with all of them? What happened?
Nothing. We were just about to join you, Gregor III.
Don't you start.
You belong to us.
We are family. Your brothers, your sisters, and me.
Woo! We share everything.
We love each other.
You look so pale. Let us embrace you.
Gregor III.
Do not be frightened. We come in peace.
Yeah, sure you do. What happened to the eye in the middle of your forehead?
They are like reading glasses. We do not wear them all the time.
Who are you? Where do you come from? What have you done to the Capwells and my mother and Emily?
We are all of the same tribe, Gregor III.
Yeah, right. Tribe of what? Iguanas from outer space?
We are what you did not know you knew, what you did not recognize you saw.
We are what we become in sleep and silence. We live in shadows, not in living rooms. We, Gregor, are Santa Barbs, from the planet Montecito.
We are good and helpful people. Our mission is to bring goodness, beauty, unconventional sex, occasional amnesia, general improbability, and overall a certain panache to your very dreary planet. We've got something for you, Gregor III.
Why? Where are you taking me?
Don't you know?
Have I been here before? There's something familiar with it all.
You're traveling through another dimension. A place where there is no time or space.
There's a signpost just ahead. Next stop, the Capwell Zone.
It's only a nightmare. I got dinged by my board and I'm dreaming. Is that it? Oh, wait. Am I still alive?
You are betwixt and between.
just as you have always been. In this hour, you must become a full-fledged human being, or else reside forever, still and mute, with the driftwood.
Okay, what do I have to do?
The worst is done. You have sustained the shock every human child must endure. The shock of knowing you have never been who you were told you were.
And finding all you once believed is horrible.
The worst being done, the remedy must follow.
What remedy?
We understand Gregor 3. We too have resisted becoming one of them.
The Capwells.
And all their kind, who dwell in the gardens, play croquet, whose curiosity ceases at the front door, whose flesh withers, whose minds become certain and simple. They seemed remote, imperious, intimate with murder and diamonds. In the pupil of their eyes lies a darkness vaster than the kingdom of the stars and crueler than the winter rains of Neptune. And fear? Oh, they have fear. Distrust in their blood that glows while they sleep to ward off scorpions and snakes and light the way of unsuspecting others.
Then why? What changed your mind? And don't tell me love. I won't believe that.
We called it that, although it was absurd.
But what the reason is, there is no word.
Anyway, it was different for you. You didn't have a whole family and a father thrust on you in the middle of your lives.
My father had a child that had my name, but it was not me. Do not be deceived by the Cleavers, the Waltons, the Huxtables, Jim, Margaret, Princess Kitten, and Bud. Only infants are born. Men and women are decided. And in between, you belong to no one.
Which is where you are now, in the fifth dimension. Unless you wish to remain here forever, plagued by doubt and planetary winds and elevator music, you must join us now on a journey to Anathema, the source from which you flow and to which the current sweeps you.
Perhaps further incentive is required.
Objection. Speak, Theodore.
Why must Gregor 3, the outsider, be admitted?
What is the nature of your objection, Theodore?
My standing in the tribe is superior.
We are all superior, therefore equal.
You are the same class. You are both 3s.
I am your 3. Therefore, you need no other 3.
Objection. Speak, Megaten. This tribal council proceeding is void unless Gregor 3 gives his consent.
He may yet.
He may not. He may well not. He is alienated.
Alienated?
Alienated.
What happened?
Speak freely. They cannot see or hear us.
What's wrong? Why did they stop?
Rejection. Yours. We are just your guides. You control what is seen, and you reject them.
Can you blame me? Look at them. Who'd want to belong to that? I'm sorry, but it's true. Besides, it's all wrong. My mother's not one of them.
You find them cold. Touch them, and they won't.
Let us present the tribe in human form.
Greg is not the only one who's alienated, I'm sorry to say.
You know, we don't need to turn this into a litany of your complaints, Sophia.
There's no need to take it out on Mom, Dad.
My complaints? Well, I'm just peachy. Thank you very much for your care. I am referring to your other children. Do you remember them? You're shoving that boy down their throats, and it's not good for any of them.
I have to agree with Sophia.
Well, I wish you wouldn't agree with me, because he's shoving you down our throats, and you're shoving right along with him.
That's enough.
Look, it doesn't matter what we think. Greg doesn't even like us. That's the bottom line. I mean, he looks at us like we're from another planet.
Does no one understand my side of this at all?
Oh, sure, Dad, I understand. Yeah, you're disappointed in all your other sons, so here's a chance to train a fresh new one. Go ahead.
Ted, come.
You see what I mean?
I see everyone is thinking of themselves as usual.
Daddy, if Greg is going to be a part of our family, it's going to be because he says so, not because you say so. And he hasn't. I don't even see any point discussing this anymore.
What have I done? I never should have told him. Oh, please. Oh, shut up, Sophia. I am sick to death of all of you. You all talk about Greg like he's some kind of piece of real estate that you can't decide how to divvy up. Maybe that's all anybody is to you.
Okay.
Wait! And you claim to care about her? How can you let her be treated like this?
He cannot hear you, Gregor.
None of this is your fault. You couldn't have known what would happen. You and I, we're not like the rest of them. She's not one of them. She's my mother.
That was the dream. Now you have awakened. It is better that you know.
No! No! Then who will I be with? I'll be all alone.
Meg!
Stop, Cece. Let her go. She won't go very far. Plus, you can't patch it up with her when I'm here.
Why are you here, Sophia? Aren't you the same person who said you wanted to have a lot of distance between yourself and me?
I did, as much as I was able to.
You did the same thing, you know. With Channing. Passed off your son as somebody else's.
I wondered how long it would take for you to throw that in my face. Surprised you didn't do it in front of everybody else.
What the hell do you want from me?
I don't know. And that's the truth, it really is. Sometimes it's just to see your face. Sometimes it's your anger. I guess most of it is just to be around someone who's familiar. How else is it that we know we're alive?
You told me who my father was, but never who you were. Don't cry, Mom, don't.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
They mean well?
The hell they did!
They don't always. Sometimes I don't know what they mean, but they're all I've got, baby. Except for you. I do have you, don't I?
No, Mom, you don't need them. You still have me.
Is there room for me?
Well, you have to ask.
Is there anything in your life I'll ever be able to call mine?
I thought I was yours.
Except for me, I don't know.
People don't belong to people. They belong to a time and a place, a task, and a life that's really 1,000 different lives.
Baby, we're here. The question, whatever the question is, the answer for us is yes. Just, you don't have to make any sense out of anything else. Tomorrow will be better. It's another day.
And what if it's not?
And then it'll be worse. Or the same.
I've lost her. I've lost her. Why did you bring me here?
You are very like him.
How do you figure that?
Not by blood. Not by your father's name.
But to the mind's eye, you both look the same.
I knew you came home.
There's nothing decent in the kitchen to eat. Like living in a vacant lot.
You know it's not Greg's fault.
Oh, right, I know. Thank you.
And I know Daddy's not disappointed in you.
Well, on and off he is. I could be president. I could turn Catholic and be elected the Pope, and he'd still wonder why I'm not treating my good shoes with respect.
Sometimes I wish you were different too, but he's not.
You know, if he weren't my father, I don't think I'd like him very much. In fact, I'm not sure I do anyway.
If he weren't, we wouldn't be us to like him or not like him.
You think I'm spoiled, don't you? You think I'm whining, huh?
Not you in particular. We're all spoiled.
Just things haven't been so good since Mom left.
Oh, I don't know. To me, it's like she's still here. Every time I turn around, they're yelling at each other. You get that warm glow all over.
That's because of Megan and him.
No, it's Daddy. He's never been able to be without a wife, and I'm surprised that you don't know that by now.
He did fine all those years she was gone.
Explain Greg. Not that that makes Daddy any less ours.
Well, then why do I get the feeling like we've lost him?
He's lonely. Just like you, and just like me. We're grown and we're gone all of the time, and he's always saying how he's lost us. But no one's lost. We're just displaced, that's all. Making room for whatever comes next. That's all. I think.
I can see why you say that.
That you are like your brother?
Maybe I can see it in him, but he can't see it in me. Anyway, what does it prove? Everybody's like everybody else.
A quite surprising thing to hear you say.
Congratulations. Here is your bouquet.
For what?
Let us say your education has begun.
You will now be known as Gregor 1.
Thanks, I guess. How come I skipped 2?
Even numbers are for females only. 1 signifies a male who's lonely.
You are now the same class as Mace 1. Your brother Theodore was once a 5.
He was reclassified when you arrived.
You know you drive me crazy when you talk like that.
It is a hazard of the 5th dimension.
I'm trying hard to pay no attention.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Are you prepared now to give your consent, Gregor 1?
To what? Consent to what? How am I supposed to know unless you tell me?
It is not permitted, nor possible. Consent is the answer, but you must find the question in yourself. It cannot be phrased in your earth languages. It has no name in English or Swahili.
When consent is given, it must come freely.
But all Class 1s have certain requirements in common, as no one knows better than I.
Shall we then, Julie?
Allow me.
Check it out.
Which one?
You messed it. It turned real bright and greenish and then Zappo, nada. Go ahead, call me a liar.
Did they see us?
Impossible.
Unlikely.
I think that one is Andromeda.
The planet of the androids?
No, it's a constellation or maybe even a galaxy, I'm not sure. Andromeda was this beautiful young girl whose parents had her chained to a rock out in the ocean.
Well, how did she eat? I mean, how did she go to the bathroom?
She was supposed to be eaten by a sea monster, but a handsome prince came and saved her.
Wow, life was very hairy in those days.
But everything turned out all right. Because she and the prince got married and lived happily ever after. I don't know if they were happy or not, though. I would have been.
Well, that's all you need is a prince.
Maybe.
You mean maybe like you already got one? Like Gregovich from the jungle of New England?
I didn't say I've got him.
Well, jam on it. Get busy. You're not chained to a rock in the middle of the ocean.
Sometimes I think I might as well be.
Why? He's not going to let the sea monster get you. Which one was it again? Oh, I see the rock. Where's the babe?
She's so pretty, isn't she? I'd slay any dragon for her tonight. And smart. She's read more books since I've known her than I've read my whole life. What is it she sees in me? Half the time, all I do is ignore her. Forgive me for not knowing how lonely you were, too.
What was that? Something touched me.
Don't look at me.
Look at me. I'm here.
Listen, I think it's about time we head back. You want to walk me to my bus stop?
Your knight in shining baby oil. At your service.
I've been no better to her than my father was to my mother.
He is closer to consenting now.
I am?
All that remains is inventing how.
Tell me something. Is this to do with the future? It has to be. Does this have anything to do with Emily, me, or anybody in me that I don't know?
All Class 1s follow the same pattern. Mace 1 is an example.
Show me. Hey, take it easy.
Apologies. We have never inhabited our true shapes in this environment before.
What, you actually have nerves?
Electric impulses.
The same as you. Enter through that door.
We cannot pass through. And what exactly was that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Albatross. It's a bird.
Around your neck, you said.
A literary illusion, sort of a grotesque jewelry. I forgot that all you read in college were self-help books.
Am I grotesque? Am I around your neck?
Of course not, darling. Or if you are, it's more like razor burn.
Well, excuse me, but what am I supposed to think? When out of the blue you tell me that you're flitting off to do Shakespearean research at Cambridge University, of all places, for 3 months.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that being married meant being joined at the hip till surgery do us part.
3 days, maybe, 3 weeks, maybe, but 3 months, why?
I have an idea for a book. I know there are hundreds, maybe even thousands of books on Shakespeare, but no novels about his illegitimate brother. I'll be the first.
Did he have one?
Doesn't everybody? I don't know. That's why it's a novel. You know I've always wanted to be a writer.
You've always wanted to be anything but what you are. I'm not trying to belittle your aspirations. But you're a lawyer. You're a husband. You're a father.
That's right. And I want to be the kind of father I never had.
What, absent? Non-existent?
He had no interests, no passion. He mapped out everything for me. I think I was enrolled in Harvard Law before I was even christened.
Well, I call that a passion. What about me? Can't you stay home and write?
You'll do just fine without me. You always have.
But I don't want to. You're trying to slip away again.
Am I?
You don't want to be a writer. You want to be a pirate, just like every other boy that ever lived. You want to ride the high seas, plunder fat galleons, and kiss fair damsels, and then dump them.
Why? And I'm not saying you're right.
I don't know, Mason. It's so damn hard to get you to feel you belong to anything. Your family adores you, and you claim they keep you at arm's length. I adore you, and you think I'm an albatross. I'm sorry you were robbed of your mother. I'm sorry about the alcohol. I'm sorry about Sonny Sprocket and all the rest of the things that make you feel separate from all of humankind. What is it going to take to make you feel safe right where you are?
Here again. Where's Mason? Mace 1.
Makeup. He'll join us shortly for Act 2 of the Class 1 pattern.
He's no different from me, then.
You Class 1s are all alike, assuming you'll always remain Class 1. I've already applied for a Class 7 for Mace 1's birthday. Shh.
So even his future can change.
I like the sound of it. Mace 7.
How's it different?
Bishop Tutu is a 7. So is Irving Berlin. It's like going from earth to heaven. And it's very nice for the skin. Ah! Is that what he'll look like in 20 Earth years?
Maybe not. Not if you get him as Class 7.
Hello, Dad. Just like that. Hello, Dad.
You know, it's been a long time.
It's a whole new century. I think the last time I saw you was 19 what? I think Mason Jr. was born then.
93.
93. Yeah. A fine young man, isn't he? You have seen him and Julia, haven't you?
I think it would be easier if they didn't know I was back.
I see.
I can't stay.
Of course you can't, I see.
How's Julia?
Well enough.
Married again?
No, Mason.
I like to think of her alone.
And I would advise you not to think of her.
Eden, Kelly, Ted, the rest of them?
I'll tell them you asked. What the hell is it you want, Mason?
But I know I have more than apologies to make, Dad, so I want to consult you by making them. I've been trying to get back on the right track. I did manage to get a real job back in '99, before the millennium, though it didn't take the second coming, like you said. We've had some difficulties, but nothing unmanageable until now. We're being sued, Dad. Big money.
For what, Mason, or am I supposed to guess?
Improper disposal of nuclear waste. I had no idea, of course.
Of course. I suppose there are criminal charges involved.
There's a possibility, yeah.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Spit it out, Mason. How much do you need?
$650,000.
That was taken at Samantha's wedding.
She looked so much like Julia when we were. Thank you.
You stink of gin. I used to think it was my rotting conscience, but it's only gin. You're a bit of a toxic waste yourself, aren't you? A walking neutron bomb. Everything is leveled around you, but somehow you march on and on.
You will never hear from Greg again.
Go home, Mason, go home. Wherever the hell it is you go, just go.
You're right. It's late. I was surprised to see a light. You never were a night owl.
I just got back from the hospital.
Much your heart again. You look so well.
Sophia.
She's ill? I'm sorry.
The cancer came back 7, 8 years ago for the first time. They held it off for a long while. She's riddled with it now. Dr. Clark said she could only last out the week.
I'm sorry, Dad. Well,
right. Well, she had a long, full life. Better than a long, empty one, I suppose.
yeah. Well, thanks again.
Mason, the next time you come back, I may be dead too. I'll leave a blank check with Eden.
I cannot watch.
I'm sorry. I didn't know this would be harder for you than it is for me.
Happiness comes and goes so very fast. Another 20 human years have passed. Each life has 3 movements. This is his last.
Check. Leaves you with only one rook.
Ah, I've beaten you with less than that.
Oh, what are you, demented now? You haven't beaten me in 15 years.
Where'd you tell the wife you were tonight?
Oh, my little chest down at the beach with an old derelict. She didn't ask.
Glad to be rid of you. Check.
You know, you're a grandfather again, Mason. Yeah, to hell with you. I debated whether or not to tell you or not. I decided no. Yeah, Mason and her son, Ronald Michael Capwell.
Ron. When's he gonna name one after me?
Well, maybe Mason the Third. I don't know. I don't think they're really naming kids like that anymore. But, I have some pictures of him and the boys. And Julia's in there.
Am I supposed to recognize anybody?
To hell with you. Checkmate. Yeah, I should have done this 20 minutes ago. You're such an old coot. Gotta give you a chance after 15 years.
Is that all you brought me?
Yeah. Oh, for Pete's sakes, come on, Mason. Nobody's looking. So, why are you sleeping tonight, huh?
In my own bed, you think? You know me. Maybe we should get Eden to give us our old rooms back. Across from each other. Ah, God forbid Dad's probably still haunting the place.
Mason, the house is gone.
That's right.
Okay, well, I gotta go. I'll see you next Thursday.
Is that what you want my consent to? If it is, the answer is no.
You are an altogether different man. If you wish to have a different life, you can.
But what about him? What about Mason?
Every motion changes every moment. You saw a future plotted straight, direct. Such calculations are seldom correct.
But that's his future, not mine. He can't tell me what's going to happen to me, even in the very next moment of my life. He was crazy. I told him not to go out there. You think it was like suicide?
Don't say that.
I'm not dead. I'm here. We better be going. I sure wouldn't want people to be late for my funeral.
Does anybody want a drink?
I do. No, I guess I don't.
I gained and lost a son in the same week.
And now there's no one left to forgive us. To forgive me.
You'll all forgive yourselves somehow. I'll be gone tomorrow, and Greg's already gone. You'll forget.
Mom, I'm sorry.
You'll be sorry for a week, but you'll forget.
That isn't true, Megan, and it's not wise for you to leave. No one knows why Greg died. One reason could be is that we couldn't sort things out in time, but there are ties of love and ties of blood in this house now. We don't want you to be alone. We don't want you to leave.
I know no one can ever replace your son. No one, though you have a second son. For what it's worth.
We should go.
Megan, are you ready? We'll be right behind you.
You all go on ahead.
Thought you might be here.
Is it over?
No, they haven't started. They'll wait for you.
Then they'll have a long wait.
I lost a son, too, Megan. He was my oldest.
Oh, yes, right. I forgot. We have so much in common.
Maybe we do, maybe we don't, but we do have Cece in common.
I'm no competition for you, Sophia.
Don't leave town, Megan.
Why?
Because he needs you. He told me that. I believe him.
What difference can it make? He has so much. He has all of you.
Megan, he lost what you lost. You share that together. I'm not any good for him right now. Too many arguments, too many accusations.
You don't think he and I will argue and accuse?
You have forgiven him so much already. I can't do that. I can't let go of him, and I can't let go of what I wish he were. It's tiresome, even to me.
I've imagined whole lives of people who don't exist. I know what they look like. Their hands are too cold, or their shoes are too tight. But somehow I can't begin to imagine the rest of my life.
Are you telling me I'll die? That I'm already dead?
No, that is not our decision.
Then, is this what I have to consent to? To live?
It's more than that.
What? To belong to them? To belong with them?
We cannot say. Only you can.
But it isn't my choice. I do whether I like it or not. Mason, did you consent?
Yes.
Even though you knew what it would be like, what it could be like, your whole future?
Yes.
Why?
Look at them. They're beautiful in this light.
They are, yes.
You can barely see the pettiness, the envy, pride, the fondness, the guilt. They're fascinating in their way. What else was I to do but live among them? I suppose I could have strangled, shot, or hung them, or myself. I've considered it, believe me.
What stopped you?
Terror at the thought they might leave me.
I think I understand the question now. But it isn't fair, is it? No matter how much you want or how much you get, how little you like it, there's only one possible answer.
You are required to give it nonetheless. It is the finest thought you can express, although you don't express it knowingly. What will come that you cannot see. Those are the rules to which you must agree.
NBC News keeps you informed with an in-depth look at the people and events that touch your life. For the complete news picture, watch NBC Nightly News.